Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's announcements. I am going to jump right in with what's happening this week. So it's December 16th right now. And this Thursday, December 18th, we've got a couple things going on. First of all, our meditation group is meeting. They meet every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. in the sanctuary. And they'll be meeting again this Thursday. All are welcome. That goes 6:30 to 8 p.m. Also on Thursday from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Zoom, our Welcoming Congregation Working Group is meeting. That's the group that does work around LGBTQ justice and welcoming in our congregation and in the larger community. We would love to have you join us. I'll put the Zoom link in the comments if you want to join us. And all you have to do is show up, 7:30 on Thursday. This Saturday is our annual Carol Sing, so we will have caroling and hot cocoa in the dining room. Jed will play the piano for us. We've got a book of carols that we'll work our way through, but you can also bring requests, and it goes from 4 to 5:30, and all ages are welcome. So hope to see you at our Carol Sing this Saturday at 4 p.m. in the dining room. On Sunday, it is the solstice, and we are celebrating the solstice. In the morning, our children and youth have been working so hard on this solstice show. It is a solstice story service, and I am looking forward to seeing it all come together. It'll be at 10 a.m. For those of you who have children and youth who are involved in the service, they are to arrive at 9 to rehearse. So hope to see you at 10 for our solstice service. After the service, there are a couple things going on. Our caregivers group, which typically meets on the fourth Sunday of the month, will be meeting on the third Sunday. So this Sunday from 11:30 to 12:15. I think we will probably be up in the community room. And that is open to anyone who is caring for another adult. So I hope you might join us this Sunday, December 21st at 11:30. And then we have our evening solstice. Before I get to that, our Christmas Eve choir will be rehearsing after the service. That'll be their final rehearsal before Christmas Eve. You are still welcome to join. They're singing Away in a Manger and a Shepherd's Pipe Carol. They're singing at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. You can choose to sing at either of those or both. They would love to have you. They're rehearsing 11:30 to 12:30 in the Campbell Chapel. And there is childcare available during that rehearsal if that is helpful to you. And then in the evening, we are having our evening solstice service. This is a more contemplative service than the morning. There'll be candlelight, of course, and it's led by our ministerial intern, Michael Packard. So I hope you will join him for our evening solstice service. It's at 5 o'clock, and it will be up in the auditorium. And once we've finished celebrating the solstice, it'll be almost time for Christmas Eve. So we are having 2 Christmas Eve services again this year at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. The 5 p.m. service is our family service. We'll be doing an interactive retelling of the nativity story. We will light candles and sing. And it will be beautiful and festive. Our 7 o'clock service is a modern take on lessons and carols with a mix of new and old readings, lots of singing, and lighting candles at the end. So those are at 5 and 7 p.m. The 7 p.m. service will also be available on Zoom. So if you want to join us on Zoom, 7 o'clock is the time to do that, and we'll use our regular Sunday morning Zoom link. We are still looking for some help on Christmas Eve. We're looking for a couple of greeters and then especially help with our fellowship time. We typically do some fellowship time in between the 2 services, so from 6 to 7 p.m. And so we're looking for some setup and cleanup help especially, and then if you want to bring food to share, we'd love that as well. But especially looking for setup and cleanup help. We only have one person signed up to clean up and no one to set up. It's really easy this year. Our dishwasher dishwasher isn't working, so you don't have to wash dishes. So it's just a matter of making coffee, sending out water for tea, and setting out the food that people bring, setting up plates and napkins, and then at the end, making sure it's all cleaned up and the trash is taken out. And so I'm really hoping people will sign up. If they don't, then we won't have any beverages available. We'll just have whatever food people brought will be out, but we won't be set up for fellowship hour. So please sign up and help us out with that. We would really appreciate it. I'll put a link in the comments to the Sign Up Genius, and I hope you will help us make Christmas Eve a little bit merry. Just a peek ahead to things happening after Christmas. I will do one more set of video announcements next week and give you like the full January rundown. But just a peek ahead, December 28th will be our annual poetry service called A Winter Sojourn this year, focusing on poetry about winter and holiness. It'll be led by Michael, our intern, and you are welcome to bring a poem to share that day. There will not be any particular children's faith formation programs that Sunday other than our children's worship room, which is always open, our Rainbow Room childcare. So that's December 28th. And then a couple things happening in January. On January 10th, our Minister Emeritus, Reverend Steve Eddington, has a new book out, The Gospel According to Jack Kerouac, and he's having a book event at Ballin Books on January 10th at 2 p.m., and he's hoping folks will come. So mark your calendars for that. I think it'd be great to have a good UU Nashua showing there to support Steve and hear about his new book. And then January 11th, I'm really excited that we are working to revive our community dinner program. That's a free meal that happens once a month on either a Saturday or Sunday evening. We'll see which one we end up doing. And we have a couple of folks who are ready to spearhead the effort of revitalizing that, bringing it back. We haven't done those since before the pandemic. And there's going to be a volunteer interest meeting on January 11th after the service at 11:30. So if you really loved being part of community dinners before and you're excited to help again, or if you are new and don't know what community dinners are and want to learn more, you're welcome to join our leaders, John and Crystal Vinson, for a volunteer interest meeting on January 11th at 11:30. So mark your calendars for that. All right, that's what I've got for you this week. I will be back next Tuesday with a final 2025 announcements. And in the meantime, I hope to see you for our Carol Sing and our solstice services this weekend.